Hi, I'm Teresa LIsum,
And I'm Erin Cappazerra,
and
and
we're
we're
evolving women.
evolving women.
So, welcome. We're evolving, you're evolving, we're all evolving. Let's help each other to evolve. Our intention is to fill the world with uplifting messages, new perspectives, tools, resources to give people permission to be their best selves and live their best lives. And today we are talking about this podcast and why we started it and where it's going and what our intention is. And we thought you might want to be part of that discussion because this is a whole new thing for us. We talked about vulnerability in a previous podcast, and we are really being vulnerable here. We are unsure of what's going to take place, where this is going, how it's serving the greater whole. And we just wanted you to be part of that discussion so you could see that we don't have it all together. We are learning and we are evolving within this podcast as well as in life and in our businesses. And we just thought we would invite you in to take a back seat and see what's going on in our heads. So, what is going on in our heads, Erin?
I was thinking
We
maybe
have a
they can
lot
help us.
going on. Yeah, we have a lot going on. It's just getting it into a framework that is useful for other people.
I love that. It's hard because I don't know, I consider myself a multi-passionate person. So there's multiple things that I like, but it really needs to be narrowed down and focused so you all know when you're tuning in, what am I going to hear today or what am I listening to, and have some idea that we're not all over the place. So that's really
Right.
what we're kind of fine tuning.
Because I guess it might be okay to be all over the place, but we feel we need to be more intentional. And we are coming from somewhat two camps, not really, but we've always found that we overlap a whole lot on our ways of thinking about life and wellness and health and mindset. So that's why we've joined forces because I'm coming at it from a mindset self development coach. And Erin, you're coming at it from,
A functional nutrition coach, holistic. How can we be better than yesterday?
but we both love to be healthy. We love to be healthy in our mind and our body and our spirit. And we both love the idea that we're trying to be better than we were yesterday, whether that is in the way you think, the way you eat, the way you move, the way you interact with people around you, right? This is everything we
Yes.
do is about being better than we
Thoughts in
were
your head.
previous. Yes. The things you're thinking, um, you know, having an awareness of why you're doing something or how you're doing something or how you're reacting, what decisions you're making.
And
We
how it
have
makes,
to,
go ahead.
please go ahead. No, you go.
And how it, and building awareness of how it makes you feel.
Yes, yes. These things make you feel a certain way. The way you eat, what you put in your mouth and your body make you feel a certain way. The things you think, what you take into your mind, that determines how you feel. So we overlap greatly in so many aspects, and that's what we're trying to decide here. Like, we feel we are passionate, we have value, we have things that we want to bring to the world. And how can we best do that to serve you as our audience?
And then what we want to do, well, and then focusing is how can we incorporate those habits, those thoughts, those whatever it is that you may come up with into your busy daily schedules, into your calendar. And that way you're doing what's important to make you feel the best you can be.
Mhm. Those daily habits are so important because those daily habits build up over time to create your overall wellness and your lifestyle and how you feel. And it's not always the big things, it's those little things that we do every day. So, Erin was talking earlier about systems, creating systems to really thrive in our lives. And that's huge, like systems, routines, however you want to refer to them, correct? Processes. Even if we're not intentionally thinking that we're creating a process, we're doing it because it makes everything flow so much easier and so much more efficiently. Get up, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, take a shower. Like that's a system, correct? That's a process. And we could apply what we're doing there to other areas of our lives. And Erin's all about processes and systems.
And not only that, it really helps when you're trying to I'm totally am. But it also helps when you're trying to build new habits so you can habit stack. Okay, so after I brush my teeth, I now insert whatever new habit it may be. And that way, like our body's on routine doing the same thing every day, and it helps the new habit stick even quicker and faster with very little effort, which I love.
Which again helps you thrive because you're not thinking about every little minute thing of your day or of that particular point in your day. But we have these overlapping philosophies and passions that we feel come together very nicely. And that's why we wanted to bring this to you, the listener, in this format. Now, our next step is how do we make it easy for ourselves, easy for you to hear so you're not so confused? What kind of a format do we create? How do we create intentional topics and ideas? How do we roll it out in a systematic way? So we're trying to figure all of that out.
I'm writing notes. Things are coming into my head as we're talking.
Well, whatever you want to share your notes, you let me know. So like we want to educate people. We want to empower people. We want to inspire people. We know what it's like to not feel confident in ourselves. At least I do. I know what
Yes,
it feels like to
absolutely.
feel like I'm not worthy. I know what it feels like to be afraid to put myself out there and to be vulnerable. So I've done lots of things to get me to this point where I can sit in front of a camera and talk about all this stuff that I don't know about in terms of this podcast format and how or can I be valuable to viewers. So it took me a long while and lots of little steps to get here. And that's so funny that you're jotting down notes. So are you going to share any of those with us or what?
Well, I just like you said, like Teresa said, I think in systems. So how can we do this more routine? So I'm thinking, we talked about having a pre-recorded introduction so we don't have to do the same thing every time. We can just give you the good stuff. But also that it's more consistent. So when you hear it, you recognize it and it's more comforting as well for you. So I'm looking at my little sheet of paper as I read this, my post-it note, love them. So the introduction and then maybe like a topic and an education, little education empowering why it's important, why we brought it up, why we chose the topic. And then I love always giving short actionable tips, like 1, 2, 3, I don't know, depends on the topic of this is what you can do to help you thrive in your life. This is what and it varies on with the topic. And then kind of a wrap up session of just to summarize like step 1, step 2, step 3, and here's your action steps to follow. So
Okay,
yes,
that's good.
when you said a system, I was like, oh yeah, let's get a system together. And
I
I don't know,
like
when I
that.
hear things, the brain starts working. So obviously we
Yeah.
have to refine that a little bit and fine tune it, but I like it. I think it's a great start.
And we want to hear from you as a viewer. Is it okay that we just flutter all over the place every time we put out an episode? Or is it better to have a framework like Erin just referred to with action steps? I've really learned to really ask people what their first, their one action step they can take to move forward. I've been moving forward in little teeny incremental ways for a very long time. And I found it helpful to just have one step. If you have too many steps, then it's too overwhelming. So one action step would be great. You as a viewer, do you want action steps or do you just want content and things to think about, that are planted, things that you can implement if you so choose? Like, please give us some feedback because we're just making this up as we go, but we do feel that we have a lot to offer the world and we're just trying to figure out the best way to do that. And we love collaborating. Whenever we're talking, we always get these really awesome, juicy, deep, inspirational conversations. And so we're like, let's just record it and put it out there so people can see, what's happening, that we are evolving. We are trying to evolve ourselves in our message. And we want you to be part of it because we're all evolving in some form or fashion, whether it be big, little, in between. Do you have anything you want to add? Because I know your brain is going.
Absolutely. I know. Okay. Tips. You're going to laugh, but you know me. I like more tips. So if there's like 2 or 3 tips, I can choose which ones I want to do and not do.
Okay.
I may not like the one tip if it's a one tip, but I can think of other tips similar too. Or maybe like depending on the topic, if it is truly what are we thinking, what are we doing, and something that you have to process, is a journal prompt could be a tip. And I know we talked about earlier today, not recording it wise, as far as keeping a journal and so we can capture those details in those moments. Because when you look back, you kind of remember 2 or 3 tips or points about something, but not the whole exactly what it was like to be in the middle of something.
Mm-hmm.
And so that may be helpful.
But we want to hear from you.
Yes.
We want you share with us how you're evolving, how you'd want to see us evolve. What can we do for you? So
With the,
go ahead,
and
Erin.
how you like to, would a journal prompt be great? Would you prefer that? Would you prefer tips? Would you prefer one? Would you prefer more than one? Let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, we're here to enhance your life, not make it more complicated.
Yes.
And we're all about being efficient, and because we all have lives to lead, and again, we want to serve you and inspire you. We're all about empowerment, being self-empowered and empowering others and uplifting others. So I know that's a mutual thought that we both have. So however we can serve you, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment, find us on Facebook. Erin's soon to be website
Yes.
you can go to. I don't have one as of this episode, but there's other ways of getting a hold of me. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. I'm going to wrap this up. We want to know how you're evolving. So even in the most minute, small way, what are you doing to evolve yourself? You can see right here what we're trying to do in terms of evolving us. And we want to, suck you in and help you evolve as well. But please leave a comment, reach out to us, ask us questions, give us your feedback. What do you want from us? And if we don't hear from you, we'll just figure it out ourselves and just put out
Absolutely.
whatever we think is fun. So, anyway, thank you so much for listening. Please stick with us on our journey and see what happens. This may go really well and it may not. We don't know yet. So
It'll be
feel free.
entertaining.
It will be entertaining for us for sure. So feel free to invite your friends, share this with your friends, find us. Please connect with us. We love engaging with other people. I'm a big relationship builder. Erin, I don't know what your superpowers are in relationship building, but yeah, we want to connect.
Systems and
Okay.
learning.
Systems and learning. Oh yeah, you don't have relationship building. I do, yeah. So she's the systems person. She'll help you get it done, and I'm the relationship person. But we now know that about each other. We have that self-awareness about ourselves, and we know how to leverage that. So that's something we can talk about too in the future. So
That's why we
anyway,
complement nicely. Yes.
yes. So thank you for sharing this journey with us. We so appreciate you. And stick around to see what happens on future episodes. Okay, thanks so much. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.